That's Dustin. This is Namco. Been shooting a couple videos. Alright,
Yeah.
You know how it's been. Fantasy baseball, we're going over shortstops. Before we get into it, I don't know why I always say that. Get in the forums. Follow us on Twitter at Fantasy Advice. But let's just do it. Tiers. Break it down.
Tier 1. It's really kind of 1A and 1B with these guys like it has been over the last couple of years. Tulowitzki, Hanley Ramirez, you're going to have to probably use first round pick to get either one of these guys.
Not Hanley.
Late first, probably.
No, you can get Hanley in the second.
Alright, you might get Hanley in the second. But Tulo's going to go in the first. But either way, these guys, clear cut, number 1 tier, shortstops, should offer solid value.
Alright, as we go into tier 2, there's so many guys I know who I wanted to talk about to highlight. But I guess I gotta talk about Reyes and why he's at 5. Dustin and I had a lot of debates over this. I kept wanting to move him up, talking about the 40 bags, but the guy just above him, Desmond for the Nats, you just can't, it's tough. I had to end up agreeing with Dustin. 2020 guy at shortstop, you gotta love that, so that's the reason he's down there. And then catcher's above both of them, because we love the average, he's still a young kid, we love the bags he's gonna get you and everything else, the full package.
Desmond led all shortstops with 25 home runs.
I know, we had this talk for like 4 hours.
Tier 3 starts out a couple of old men, Jeter and Jimmy Rollins. You know, obviously these guys can still do it if they can stay healthy. But I want to talk about Cabrera for San Diego. I love this guy.
We love Padres.
398 at bats last year, 44 stolen bases. He's not going to give you a ton of power, but he can be a guy that you can grab late, secure your shortstop spot, and maybe have the league leader in steals on your team. I think he's got a big upside.
Tier 4 just highlighting one guy, and that's Eric Ibar. We have him ranked significantly lower than a lot of other experts we've seen out there, and I don't get why there's so much hype with him. I think too many people are looking at that lineup and just assuming the production to be crazy. Sure, he's going to get you some bags, he is playing in a good lineup, but where he's ranked across the board, we just think it's a little bit too high. Don't reach simply solely because of the team that he's on. He's still got to produce himself.
It's very true. Last tier, a young guy I want to talk about is Segura from Milwaukee. Youngster, just came up last year, showed a little bit of promise, 7 stolen bases and 151 at bats. But his last few years in the minors, he was pretty much right at a stolen base every 10 at bats. So he's another guy, speed specialist that you can get. I expect him to bat for a decent average. He batted okay in the minors, but don't expect any power. But if you can get a guy that's 40 plus stolen bases for shortstop, you gotta like that. And I want to talk about Nakajima for Oakland. He's just another one of those Japanese players that bats well over there, comes over here. You never know what you're gonna get, but he is a guy that they paid a lot of money to bring over. He's a high-name guy, so we'll see what happens. Wanted to talk about him.
Check out all the other videos, tiers, rankings, and go on the website, log into the forums if you have any question. We got our army of experts. We're answering questions in the forums. Good to be back.
Army O experts.
You breathed of. That's great.
Yeah.